Once upon a time, organizations were focused on securing the inside of the enterprise, inside the perimeter, dropping in firewalls, IPS, IDS, perhaps a proxy. That was the big focus. The outside was seen as the Wild West. That has changed over the years because now this Wild West has become an extension of the wide area network. That is exactly what the internet is now because organizations have taken their workloads and have put them in cloud service providers, created cloud native workloads. Now we're consuming more and more SaaS applications. All these destinations that used to be internal are now sitting on the outside. So what do? That is where having a secure access service edge comes in. This is the SD-WAN connectivity married with security service edge components like DLP, secure web gateway, firewall as a service. All those things come together to form what you know as SASE. And we're going to talk about it today. Secure Connect is what we're going to spend some time talking about. And this is SASE for Cisco. So let's get a little bit sassy and let's talk about Secure Access Service Edge. I apologize for the terrible joke. No one is getting sassy with you today. However, we will talk SASE, Secure Access Service Edge. Now, with Cisco, with Meraki, that is Secure Connect. As you can see here on the left-hand side, I can go to Secure Connect and I'll click on Overview. If your organization is enabled for Secure Connect, you will see that on the left side. I have one site that is currently going through Secure Connect, and that is here at home, my MX68. The goal today will be to connect that VMX to Secure Connect as well, and we'll take a look at some of the security controls. Now, when an organization is enabled for Secure Connect, whether it's secure internet access or secure private access, that happens here. Those controls are here in the dashboard. It's nice to see everything coming together for an organization in the same place. Now, secure internet access, what I'm doing here with my users, my guest users at home, is that I'm taking that traffic into Secure Connect, going through security controls, and then from there out to the internet through the Secure Connect data centers. Now you can have secure private access if you want to talk to different sites, if you want to send traffic to other sites that are connected to Secure Connect for your organization, you can do that as well. Or what about remote users? Let's say you're tired of the headends you currently have sitting on-prem somewhere in your data centers. You can take your remote users and you can bring them into Secure Connect. That can be the head end there. And then from there, they have access to the resources or they have access to wherever they need to go. Those are all possibilities with Secure Connect. So now in this overview that I have, you can see here some details in the dashboard, the DNS security that I have. And again, this is only for my guest traffic, my IoT devices that are sitting there trying to go everywhere in the world. You can see brief policy counts, how many sites I have, tunnels that are up, the private applications that are configured, and really those are the applications that sit here on-prem. My Firepower Management Center, CML, Identity Services Engine, those I consider private applications. If I want to remote in from the outside to CML, to the FMC, I can do that through Secure Connect. Everything happens through Secure Connect. Now let's take a look. If we go up to Secure Connect, here's where you can create your users. Here are the applications that I was just talking about. So let's take a look at that. So typically what you would do is you would create your applications and you can put them in a group. And then from there, that group can go into a firewall rule. And you can say, hey, I want these locations to have access to these applications or these users to have access to these applications. Now, if we go back to Secure Connect, this is where we have sites. And that is where we're going to spend a few minutes in a little bit later, adding in that VMX that I have in AWS. But as you can see here, this page would show you the status of all your sites. And everything that you're seeing here, API friendly. So if you don't want to manually do something, you can leverage the APIs for that. Going back in, so now remote access, I have a VPN set up into my home through Secure Connect. What happens is that there's different head ends and you would connect to the nearest one. So we can take a look at an example of that. And actually, it'll be good to look at that use case because the endpoint posture for my phone is not really working. So I want to take a look at that with you. So let me drag over my phone. So you can see there, I have Secure Client running on my phone. I'm going to connect now. And let's take a look at AnyConnect. As you can see there, it's making a connection. So now I'm going to log in. Let's drag that away for a second. I am about done and logging in there. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So as you can see there, I did get a message about posture failure. So it's going to have me open a browser. And if I open the browser there, you can see, hey, your iOS version is not compliant. So with Secure Connect, we can have posture checks, whether you're using Secure Client or even browser access. So we'll see there that we can actually say, I want this application to be available, let's say for my contractors, through just browser access. I can do that as well with Secure Connect. Let's fix this problem though. So we'll drag this over to the left side. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Secure Connect. We're going to go to Endpoint Posture. Now, I know my problem is that I don't have 17.5 within the endpoint posture. So I need to select that. But as you can see here, browser-based access, you can set up a policy for that, and client-based access. If we take a look at browser-based access, we'll edit that one pretty quickly here. And we'll see that you can take a look at operating systems that are out there, the different browsers. You can even do locations as well. So if you know that there's no connections coming in from a certain part of the world, then you probably want to be on the lookout for that, and you want to restrict certain areas where you expect connections. Now that's browser access. Let's take a look at client-based access here. And you can see there the different iOS versions. I want to edit that. And as you can see here, if we scroll down to iOS, you can see the ones I have selected on the right side. What I want to do though, is I want to select version 17.5. And as a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll select all iOS 17 anyways. The remainder there, let's drag them over. We'll save these changes. Changes have been applied. So now what I want to do on the phone is I want to go back to AnyConnect. And again, I want to try this again. It's going to give me that login window. So let's go ahead and log in. All right, let's see what that looks like now that I have added in. All right, now we have a thank you for authenticating to DevNet, accept. Beautiful. So now I'm on the VPN. And again, this is client access. So if you're tired of your head ends and you want to take a look at Secure Connect for potential replacement there, that is something that can be done. Now let's continue looking at things for Secure Connect. Again, there's DNS, there's Secure Web Gateway as well. You'll notice that there are a couple little call outs here. Certain areas will take you to certain places. And if we click on DNS, we'll see that that will actually take me to Cisco Umbrella. Now, this is where these components, these security controls are being brought in from Umbrella seamlessly into the Cisco Meraki dashboard. So as you can see there, I want to take a look at the DNS policies that I have here at home that are applied. It'll bring me to Cisco Umbrella. However, these components, again, over time, will be seen integrated seamlessly into Secure Connect. And we can just return to Secure Connect by clicking that button. Now, certain components are already there within Secure Connect. So if we go to the cloud firewall, we can click on that. Those components were in Cisco Umbrella and they're being brought in. So as you can see here, I can enable the policies that I want for my cloud firewall directly within the dashboard. And that's really the end game there. That's the goal, is to bring in all the components. And of course, that takes a little bit of time. You can see that I have cloud IPS settings there as well. So these are all things that happen within the dashboard that I have control of for my organization that is using Secure Connect. Now, one of the things that I do want to do is let's add in that VMX that I have in AWS. Simple. We'll go to Sites. And again, you'll see that one site that I have, which is the MX68 that I have sitting here, you'll see that it is connected to the US Midwest region. So a region is made up of 2 data centers for redundancy purposes, of course. So what I want to do is I want to click on Add Site, and we'll see here that I have DAVnet AWS. So I want to check that box, and I want to assign it to a region. And I have several regions that I can select from. However, I'm going to keep this in the Midwest right now. Select that. There we go. And then I'll click Next. As you can see there, it's going to be assigned to the Midwest region. It does take a few minutes. Finish and save. So let's give that a few minutes. Actually, it's pretty quick. There we go. DAVnet AWS. Perfect. Came in as a spoke. All devices are connected. Let's switch over to DAVnet AWS. Let's see what that looks like. All right. If we take a look at site-to-site VPN, we see that my hubs are Minneapolis and Chicago. We can shift that around if we wanted to. We can add a default route there. The subnets that are being sent through the VPN that are accessible through Secure Connect are here. That VMX only had the single subnet. Let's click Save to that change. And let's take a look at the VPN status. All right, that'll update in a bit, but beautiful. This looks good. VPN participants, I have the subnets that are going through Secure Connect here in the VMX, as well as in the MX68. So things look good. I mean, this was simple to do. Secure connectivity with SASE, Secure Connect. This is what I wanted to give you a quick tour of today. Take a look at the documentation. Talk to your account team if there is interest there. There is so much to dig in that we really don't have the time to cover, but perhaps we can dive into it in another video. I will see you on the next one.